Hey everyone, it's Green-Eyed Guide. So this week we're talking about the science behind green tea, and today we're talking about the health benefits of green tea. So I'm Green-Eyed Guide. I am the biochemist and food scientist behind GreenEyedGuide.com. I've studied energy drinks and their ingredients since 2003, and I'm continuously fascinated by the science behind caffeinated beverages. So my goal is to share that fascination with all of you. So as I said, today we're talking about the health benefits of green tea. So benefit number one, prevention of bad breath. Halitosis is due to sulfide compounds that form when germs in your mouth break down sulfur-containing proteins like cysteine and methionine. So green tea limits the growth of these mouth germs so they can't do their stinking jobs. Benefit number two, plaque and dental caries. So green tea reduces the acidity of saliva in your mouth, and it prevents plaque and the gathering of this bacteria that leads to dental caries by reducing that acidity. Health benefit number three. This is where it gets a little complicated because science, for all its beauty, has trouble proving conclusively that something can prevent disease, especially disease as complicated as cancer. So health benefit number three, reduced risk of cardiovascular disease. So there was a study of over 40,000 Japanese adults that showed that consumption of green tea reduced the risk of death from cardiovascular disease, especially for women that had at least 5 cups of green tea a day. So if you're wondering how green tea does this, let me break down the science just a little bit for you. So green tea reduces the risk of cardiovascular disease by improving the maintenance of endothelial function and vascular homeostasis. The endothelium is a thin membrane that lines the inside of the heart and blood vessels. Endothelial cells release substances that control vascular constriction and relaxation, as well as enzymes that control blood clotting, immune function, and blood platelet adhesion. So if you have green tea improving endothelial function, that means it is reducing your risk of cardiovascular disease. Health benefit number four, green tea and cancer. Again, this is where it gets really complicated because a lot of studies show either it helps or it doesn't matter. And there's no conclusive, definitive answer that green tea cures cancer. But here's what we know. In a massive review of studies on green tea and cancer, which means including over 1.6 million people, this massive review concluded there are contradictory results, meaning either it helps or it doesn't matter, with esophageal, gastric, colon, rectum, and pancreatic cancers. Also liver, lung, and bladder cancer. All of those were contradictory. Either it helps or it doesn't matter. The most promising study on green tea and cancer actually has to do with prostate cancer. An increase in green tea consumption decreased the risk of prostate cancer. All studies, though, showed that green tea is safe at moderate, regular, and habitual use. And the desirable intake of green tea for all of these cancer studies is 3 to 5 cups of green tea a day, which means you're getting at least 300 milligrams of polyphenol antioxidants per cup, meaning 1 cup of green tea includes anywhere from 25 to 100 milligrams of EGCG. And that's kind of a big range, 25 to 100. It's kind of big, but that depends on leaf quality, steaming, soil quality, etc. This massive review, and another one very similar to it, concluded that green tea consumption reduced all-cause mortality. So the bright side is that drinking green tea will probably reduce your risk of death in general, but maybe not death from cancer specifically. So tomorrow we'll talk more about green tea and weight loss, green tea and performance, green tea and exercise in general. So I hope you stay tuned for that video. I hope this was helpful. This is Green Eyed Guide. Thanks everyone. Good night.